The scalpel hovered, cold, clean, inches from my skin. I lay on the hospital gurney, already marked for incision. My son, Aaron, was in the next room, his liver already failing. They said I was his only hope. And she, Melissa, his wife, stood over me like a warden, not family. "It's your obligation," she hissed through her teeth. "You're his mother. No gratitude, no warmth. Just demand." I was too stunned to speak. And then a small voice shattered the room. "Grandma, should I tell the truth about why Daddy needs your kidney?" 9 years old. Big eyes, small fists. Trembling lips, my grandson stood at the door, shaking, terrified, and ready to set it all on fire. Backstory. How it used to be. I once loved her. Not the kind of love you give your child, but trust. The kind you choose. When Aaron brought Melissa home, he was lit up like a boy on Christmas morning. She laughed at all the right jokes, helped me wash dishes the first night. She called me Mom by the second week. She made him soft, which I mistook for happiness. They had the baby a year later. Then Melissa stayed home. Aaron worked more. I caught her once, standing too close to his best friend at a party. Brushed it off. I'm not the paranoid type. But the truth is, patient. It waits. Discovery. The cracks begin. 6 months ago, Aaron collapsed. Out of nowhere. Eyes yellow, weight dropping. Diagnosis: liver failure. Unknown cause. Melissa cried louder than anyone. Too loud. Like a woman acting the role of grieving wife a little too well. Then came the whispers. Late-night phone calls. Locked drawers. So I waited. Watched. Then I found the insurance paperwork tucked inside a cereal box. Melissa's signature. A new policy signed 4 weeks before Aaron's collapse. Millions if he died. Nothing if he lived. Then the lab bill. Blood tests done months ago. Toxicology. He'd been poisoned by someone who knew what they were doing. Small doses over time, enough to kill slowly, undetectably, unless you were looking. Shift in mindset. The plan begins. I didn't go to the police. Not yet. She was too smart for that. The kind of smart that cleans up before the cops knock. The kind that uses a child's bedtime as her alibi. So, I smiled. I cried with her. Played the part of the grieving mother-in-law. Let her believe I'd do anything to save my boy. Of course, I'll donate. Whatever it takes. I signed the forms, met with the doctors, let the needle prick my arm. Then I went to work. Execution. Setting the trap. First, I told my lawyer quietly. We rewrote my will, made sure Melissa would get nothing if I died. Then I hired a private lab off the books, gave them a juice box from Melissa's fridge and Aaron's blood. The results confirmed what I already knew. Rat poison, traces of a specific anticoagulant. Slips right under the radar if you're not testing for it. I gave the report to my lawyer, had him seal it in an envelope, told him to deliver it to the police the moment I made one phone call, the date of the operation, and I told my grandson gently, quietly, that if anything ever felt wrong, he should speak. Climax. Present moment returns. And he did. Seconds before the knife touched my skin. Grandma, should I tell the truth about why Daddy needs your kidney? The whole room froze. The anesthesiologist looked up. Melissa turned white. Sweetheart, don't. Mom puts weird stuff in Daddy's food. I saw her. She said not to tell. The silence after that was the loudest sound I've ever heard. I sat up, pulled off the IV, looked straight into her eyes. It's okay, I told my grandson. You just saved your father's life, Melissa stammered. He's just a kid. He doesn't know what he saw. But the door opened. 2 officers stepped in. My lawyer had made the call. Resolution. The fall. The rise. Melissa was arrested that night. Toxicology reports, insurance fraud, attempted murder. They stacked the charges like bricks on her back. She cried again. Not for Aaron, not for her son, only for herself. Aaron's recovery will be slow, but he's healing. He has questions. He has guilt. But he's alive. As for me, I didn't give him my kidney. He didn't need it. Not anymore. Turns out what he needed wasn't under a scalpel. It was the truth. And sometimes, truth cuts deeper than any blade. Final line. The punch. She said it was my obligation to save him. And it was. So I did. Just not the way she meant.